Lights on. QuadFlow. Lights on. 12 years deep in the context and the grind. Head sits and handle times, losing my mind. Punching that clock for a ticker and a tag. Shipping somebody else's roadmap in the bag. Badge on my chest, but a fire on my chair. Every ticket I closed, I was closing on the dare. One more stand up, one more fiscal plan. And I looked at lady and I said, I'm your man. But I gotta bet on me, gotta bet on we. Cash the comfort in, but a jeopardy. I left the W2, now I'm all in the lab. Quad H on the build, ain't no turning back. Monday through Friday at 5:30 sharp. Lab rats in the chat while I light up the dark. I left the W2, now I'm all in the lab. Every line of code is a flag on the map. From Tampa to the terminal, the dreams on tap. Quad's lab forever, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. Now it's quick search, sounding at the speed of a thought. On the stage, talking truth like the founders taught. Back the vibe on the desk, I keep it count on my grind. New eyed in the bill, got a name, let the fine iron grill. Willie on where the contracts get drawn. Suits on the call, I'm already switched on. Proposal in the inbox, platform on the flow. 300 a month and we out the door. I gotta bet on me, gotta bet on we. Cash the comfort in for the jeopardy. I left the W2, now I'm all in the lab. Quad H on the build, ain't no turning back. Monday through Friday at 5:30 sharp. Lab rats in the chat while I light up the dark. I left the W2, now I'm all in the lab. Every line of code is a flag on the map. From Trapper to the terminal, the dreams on tap. Quad's lab forever, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. Raised in the summer, ram in the drive. Truck might break, but the dream stays alive. Siege on the line, lady at my 6. Discord lighting up with 100 new kicks. They said pick a lane, I said build the road. Every sprint I run is a story I wrote. Shipper get off the pot, that's the law of the land. I'ma keep it go ceiling to a rocket in my hand. I left the W2, now I'm all in the lab. Quad H on the build, ain't no turning back. Monday through Friday at 5:30 sharp. Lab rats in the chat while I light up the dark. I left the W2, now I'm all in the lab. Every line of code is a flag on the map. From Tampa to the terminal, the dreams on tap. Quad's lab forever, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. 5:30. Let's cook.
Okay. Alright, thanks for letting me know, Bob. Appreciate it. Alright, well, I just said like a whole bunch of stuff for the past 7 minutes, but it's all good. Okay, let's get vibing. Man, I am glad to have 3 monitors. Perfect. Okay, so oh, all right, we're working. You guys can hear me, right? Am I too loud compared to the music? How are we sounding? Sounds good. Perfect. Okay, so right now it says device limit reached when I try to log in, but when I click sign out, it says not logged in from there. Um, this should be like trying to sign out that specific device. Does the web server have logic for that, or do we need to go to the server to make updates to be able to support that? Let's open up another Claude here. I want you to look at the OAuth login page after a successful authorization has occurred. Right now it's just a plain white screen with black text. It's very basic. We need to make this have the QuadCode theme kind of on it. Definitely not light mode. It needs to be dark mode, of course. Okay, while those are cooking, you know, I need to. Okay, that worked. Okay, right now we have licensing and products under the admin panel, but those are kind of two of the same thing. I really feel like they should be combined into one solid module. And then, because we're going to also add another more features onto this that combine both of those. So I want you to review those two modules and figure out how we can combine them. All right, let's see how we're looking. Sign in. Okay, so it's already detecting this. We can sign out one and automatically signs in. Great. Okay, that seemed to work. However, the auto sign-in did work, but I don't think that it should like go back to the login page. There should be like an animation saying logging you in, because right, it flashes that login button for a second and it could be a little confusing. All right, this guy on the right here. Edits in place somewhere. What? Why is it looking at this? Failures of it's compiling it. Okay, this is what it looks like now. This is the OAuth, the OAuth screen. So when you log in, sign into QuadCode, you can close this tab to return to the app QuadCode. Okay, cool. Is it possible to just have a close page button on there? What's up, Narrow Pathfinders? Smash that like, Bob. Let's vibe. Your daily dev. Oh no. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Yo, good morning. Good morning. All right, that worked pretty good. That worked really good. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Oh, area. You always gotta remind me how to pronounce that. Alright, this is what we got now. So when you sign in, great, you're signed in, return to the app continue, and you could click close this tab. Boom, and it closes. Awesome. Okay, how come it is not using the same device. Like it's detecting that this is always a brand new device, and basically we have 3 of the same device on there. So how would that work? And also, where's the limit of the devices coming from? Is that coming from the web server? Chap, yo, what's up? How you doing? Good morning. All right, we gotta make some progress. This guy's making some big changes for our products and licensing, but I need to do some more work. I need to optimize this. I don't know if there's gonna be some overlap, so hopefully this is all right. We need to, right now, currently have an agent combining the products and licensing. I feel like, no, I feel like I need to wait on this. Only 11 to 500? Yeah, yep, 11 more to 500. We're almost there. Make sure you guys like the stream so that way more people end up seeing it. If you could like it twice, you would. Yeah, I think I'm using 4.7 right now. Okay, so right now we have an admin panel, but we also need like a page where when people sign in, that they can like see their products, and manage their licensing and invoices and all that kind of things too, right? So go ahead and start planning that out and go ahead and start developing the framework for all that for us. Yo, what's up, Packet? We're kind of in between different projects, so like right now only the QuadCode has the YouTube on it. So when I'm switching between the website, I don't have that loaded up. Maybe I can though. I don't know, is it yeah, I think actually maybe I can have it on both without an issue. There. Okay, so for all of our products and licensing,
At packet loss 404 pulls the slot machine.
lemon, orange, cherry. Two cherries for
Chapo07
Chap.
pulls the slot machine.
Okay, so for all of our products, we need a support ticket system, so that way people can report problems and request support individually per product that they have a license for. Whether it's a free license or not, I guess that wouldn't matter. But we should basically just be able to have this ticket system support any of our products and have like a single API, so that way all of our products can use this same ticket system. We need APIs to be able to pull and create and update and do everything with the ticket system along through the website, of course, like so an admin can go in there and check the tickets and all that stuff. But we need the API because I'm going to be building other systems to kind of manage these tickets for us too outside of the website. We also need to have a page on there on how to implement the ticketing system or the feedback system or whatever you want to call it into the different products themselves. So kind of like how we did this for the licensing, where we can go in and kind of copy a prompt, go into the admin portion and copy a prompt, and paste that into our product agent developer. We need the same kind of feature. Okay, ticket system's going up, guys.
At packet loss 404 pulls the slot machine.
Is Abe hidden? He's probably like behind. Oh, recording indicator is turned off. There. If you'd like to see him, here he is. Testing, 1, 2, 3. There you go. No worries, Packet. Presmic, welcome. Secret Abe. I wonder. We're gonna try this. Let's see. Can I put F? Oh, I can put F. Nice. Okay. Put it back to my mouse wheel. That's what I put on my mouse wheel, guys. That's how I like to use Abe. We're probably gonna be rebranding Abe too, especially once we start releasing QuadFlow. Have I thought about making the icon for Abe a top hat? No, I haven't thought about that. Is there a reason I should be thinking about that though?
Epshimek2117 pulls the slot machine.
Okay, open questions before I build. User-facing web portal. Should there also be a /support or account support page? Yes, users should be able to see their support system. We are building out the user or /account page right now. Maybe we can include that into it. Yes, email notifications, we will use resend for that. So you can go ahead and set that up. We should have like an email reply system. So like if they reply to that email, we know that it's going to a specific ticket. And so that way users can update their tickets through email if necessary. Let's not do attachments in V1. We can worry about that later. Dev Team Drew, what's up? What's up? King Dynasty, yo, what's QuadFlow? QuadFlow is the rebranding of QuadCode. Yeah, if you didn't know, I mean, we already knew for a while that there was quite a few QuadCodes out there, so we need a new name for it, basically. And it's actually trademarked too. So there's like, don't go to these websites, but there's quadcode.com and quadcode.ai already. And then there's another one, which I believe might, or maybe, there's reason to believe that another QuadCode was created just because of what I'm doing on stream. So, we need a different name. Because there's already been people like coming into the stream. QuadCode is dead. Long live QuadFlow. Yeah. There's already been like people like last month and before. They're like, I downloaded QuadCode and how do I use it? And like, what do you mean you downloaded QuadCode? Alright. There should be no anonymous tickets. Everyone should be logged in. For email as well, like if they start a ticket through email, if that email address is not a user account, then we should email them back and say, hey, send it from a valid email. You like QuadFlow? Okay, good. Okay, I think now I could show you a little bit, guys. This is my admin panel. So it just kind of refactored a little bit. You guys are getting a little backstage action here, a little bit, kind of all the different things that goes on in quadslab.io. We got our music, of course, and Quadathon and Discord integrations. But now, so we got products in here. Subscriptions as well. There I am. I'm the only one that's subscribed currently. Devices. I don't know why these should be like
That dev
combined.
team pulls the slot machine.
I don't know why these are build distributions, products. QuadFlow as a product. There's devices there. Like, why is devices out here? Subscriptions is out here too. But this is like all subscriptions, or this is only QuadCode? Because nothing else has subscriptions set up. So let's see, subscriptions, there I am. Yeah, packet code is now packet ADE. Renames suck, but sometimes needed. Yeah, it's all good. It's not like we're super huge anyways. Alright, there's like no borders on these these boxes. That's that could be fixed later. Alright, there's a sneak peek for you guys. People doing too much? What do you mean, King? Who's doing what? Okay, a couple things here. I believe we need to remove subscriptions and devices from the admin nav bar on the left. Unless you can explain to me why we have those separately. No, King, nothing came through on my side. Did you have like a URL in there maybe? Because if you did, it automatically took it out. Sometimes YouTube deletes messages or doesn't send them for who knows why. Like the last message before that was the yo, what's QuadFlow?
Epshemek 217 pulls the slot machine.
Okay. Also, when we go into products and into the different pages like licensing, the forms don't have any borders, so like you can't really tell like where it, you know, entry forms start and stop. Also, we need a way to be able to easily create different tiers. Like right now we have them comma separated, but we need a way to be able to set those up, you know, so that way they could be like programmatically sent to and from the different applications that are using them. Part of it needs to be able to like on different tiers be able to flag different features. Like if one tier, like a pro tier versus a, I don't know, enterprise tier, for example, you know, they might have different products that are enabled for them, or maybe we need to have a way to give somebody a specific feature. Um, you know, that last part didn't make much sense, but it's all good. Pro features, trial. Yeah. The comma separated values things are not too much. Maybe we can have that for the different features themselves, but then have like a toggle, like list out all the different features, and then have a toggle on each feature on and off per tier, if that makes sense. Or maybe even still, instead of just the commas, because that feels like it's too easy to mess up, we just have like a button that says like new tier or new feature. Someone bought the domain for your project and try to sell it to you. Yeah, that is a business model. Did you buy it? And how much were they trying to sell for? Yeah, sometimes just move on. Okay, I have another agent that's building out the support system to add on to this account. Other than anything that's like support or ticket related, what other things do they would they typically have, or like what are we missing from this account feature? All right, we're gonna take these off. All right, here's how we're looking. So the theming is better now. We can actually tell what's going on. Storefront QuadCode. So this is like the CMS when you go into like here, into all tools. So QuadCode, like if we change this here, let's see what it looks like. QuadFlow. Saved. And we refresh. Now it's QuadFlow. So this is like the CMS of the website. Okay, good. 1 active sub, 3 devices, 3 tiers, minimum build. Okay. Default and trial. Default is free. Trial's 14 days. Okay, feature matrix, 16 features, 3 tiers. Okay, cool. These are all of our features. We can add a new feature. Force update gating. Clients, Stripe, releases. Okay, so most of our products are releases on GitHub. So we need to like figure out how we can easily integrate that with this new products feature that we have, where it's always pointed to the releases, like the latest release, for example, and figure that out, like how we can easily do that so we don't have to manage so much. So like if I push a release on GitHub, the website should automatically update and get all those versions and show them appropriately in the admin pages. We also need a way to be able to track how many people are on each individual version. So we might need to update the API endpoints to support some of these features as well. So just think through this holistically. Let's include the downloads attribution into this change along with everything else you're doing. Release channel is fine for pre-release flag. We could start with just that one. We'll add others if needed. Auto promote, let's add that as a setting per project. And I guess like per release once they're recognized maybe. And we could set it like per like end days after release lands. I think that's a good idea, and like every product can be a little different. I mean, let's like 90 days after release, I feel like everyone should auto promote.
AppPo07 pulls the slot machine.
Yo, Krishna, what's up, bruv? Right now, I don't have a GitHub repo of the release for QuadCode, so I'll have to give that to you later. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just trying to make progress every day, little by little.
Krishna Singh B503 pulls the slot machine. Let's go pizza. Curry, if you win, you'll get I'll buy you an Aldi pizza. And I'll deliver it myself. Do they have Aldis over there? In Texas? Because it'll be a little tough to deliver it from Florida. Gluten-free? Yeah, I guess we'll have to get... They have cauliflower pizzas at Aldi. I'm just gonna throw it out there, that offer to deliver in person is only for Kerr right now, okay? Sorry if anybody else wins the pizza. It'll probably just be like a gift card to go buy pizza or something. At Kur.dev pulls the slot
Oh,
machine.
you got one pizza. Even one pizza is pretty rare. I think Kaz had... Did Kaz have two pizzas before?
Krishna Singh B503P pulls the slot machine.
Pulls the slot machine.
At Chapo07 pulls the slot machine.
Alright, I need this one to finish and then we'll push it. Yeah, once we combine all three of the points together, we will we'll look at the real odds and stuff for the slot machine and really dial them in. Task number 35. He's keeping track of how many he's doing. Yeah, guys, what I'm trying to do really is just make a system so even though like we have Abe right now and we have QuadFlow that we're releasing, this system is gonna be like for all the products. So hopefully it's nice. And like any products that I make in the future are all gonna use this same exact thing.
Krishna Singh B503P pulls the slot machine.
How does he have different inflections? Pull it, boys. Here, let's see if we could change the timer. Let's see, API and stats. It says we only used 45 API calls today. That doesn't make sense. Why does it say 45? It literally says 228 here. Pull video stats. Okay, that's fine. Channel stats. Subscriber alerts, 60 seconds.
Krishna Singh B503P pulls the slot machine.
Commands. Idea cooldown. Polling settings. How often to check for new chat messages?
At Q.dev pulls the slot machine.
It's 150 seconds, so 2.5 minutes. Well, chap, the pizza's like a grand prize. Like you're not gonna win the jackpot. You know, like if you go to the casino and you pull the slot machine and it says you could win $10 million. I mean, you're not gonna win that 10 million in 60 pulls. All right, so let's see. Maybe we could bump this down to something like 30 seconds and just. Oh, that's 50. 30? Whoa, I'm literally pressing 3. I can't. Oh, that's right, because it's messed up. Okay, 30 seconds. Alright, let's go ahead and pull it now. Look above your last pull. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention for a second there. Let's pause it. 3 bells, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kaz had like 2 pizzas on the beneath and 1 pizza above before.
At Hardhead Hackerhead pulls the slot
3 cherries, guys. Sorry. Triple jackpot. Oh, wait, triple cherry jackpot.
Now we're talking. Let's see if I do it again. Alright, it's running fast now, guys. 30 seconds.
At Hardhead Hacker Head pulls the slot machine.
Alright, I could just win it all. What if I do this?
Krishna Singh B503P pulls the slot machine.
Okay, guys, slow down. We don't even know. I don't think you could just spam it 4 times. Like, it doesn't work. Let's see.
At Hardhead Hacker
Yo,
Head
look at all the
pulls slot
pizzas
machine.
everywhere. What the heck? 3 pizzas right above it?
At Pshimek 217 pulls the slot machine. At Bob Null pulls the slot machine.
Okay. Apparently our changes are live.
At Chapo 007 pulls the slot machine. Krishna Singh B503P pulls the slot machine. At Core.dev pulls the slot machine.
Nice, core. At core.dev.
At Core.dev pulls the slot machine. Krishna Singh B503P pulls the slot machine. At Chapu 007 pulls the slot machine.
What have I done to myself, guys? What have I done?
Bob Null pulls the slot machine.
Okay. Revoke. Revoke. Revoke.
Krishna's 503P pulls the slot machine.
Signing you in. Alright, let's
At Chapa 07 pulls the slot machine.
3 oranges. I'm gonna have to like turn down the
At Core.dev pulls the slot
I'm
machine.
gonna have to turn down QuadCode here, guys. I don't know which one it is.
At Bob Null pulls the slot machine.
Okay, you guys can pull it all you want if that's what you guys like to do.
At Shemek 217 pulls the slot machine.
Alright, what do I need to do now? I need to get focused here.
Packet Loss 404 pulls the slot machine.
Oh look, 3 pizzas. Almost.
At Bob Null pulls the slot machine.
Okay, we should add the account page to the drop-down when they click their user profile on top right.
B503P pulls the slot machine.
Alright, I want you to review the generate integration MD and how we're doing that. And I don't know, like, do we need to generate it like differently per product? I feel like we should, or maybe we should have a different prompt like for the features, like generate 2 different ones, or maybe one that maybe like an initial one that can include all the features, or something like that. And I'm not sure if we'd really how much we need to generate, like what's different about it. And we made some updates to all the APIs too. So I want you to just review the whole system and make sure that there's no stale data in there and update it as needed. Or if there's just no like data that's not useful, like let's not put any junk in there.
that's not going to be useful to the agent implementing it. Okay, currently it looks like every single time that I log in, it's using the exact same device, or I'm logging in from the same device. However, when I look at the web portal, it's creating a new device for every single time I log in. What do you use for hosting your Quad email address? You might have to be a little more specific on that, Bob. We could talk about it in Discord for specific ones, but for like mostly like product emails and stuff like that, I'm using Resend. Just because, excuse me, guys. Just because AWS didn't approve me yet. Yeah, I want you to do the entire whole redesign. Let's not waste any time and just get it all done. Fastmail or Proton, I'm not using either of them. I'm using Resend mostly. For the inbox, so I mean I had been just using Namecheap for the inbox, but we're probably gonna move that over to Resend as well to be able to take in email. So we just implemented a support system, right? So ticketing system, so that way people can create issues and such. But I want people to be able to reply to those emails, so we're gonna have those on Resend.
Yeah, it looks like the device ID is different. Now I am running this in dev, so like as I'm making changes, um, so maybe that has something to do it. I'm doing this in the wrong thing. Okay, so it looks like every single time I log in is creating a new device in the database. The device ID is different, so we need to figure out why that's happening. Um, like where are we storing this device ID? And maybe one thing to know is that we're running this in using npm dev, so maybe that has something to do with it, why it's making a different device ID. Happy vibes, Blue Cactus. How you doing, man? Long time no see. Welcome. What is the Vibe Game Jam? I mean, I'm not participating in it yet, but it's there's a link to it in the Discord in the hackathon channel. But it's like you have till the end of the month to like produce a game, a a game that runs in like a web browser.
Krishna Singh 503P pulls the slot machine. At GGZ15 pulls the slot machine.
GGZ, welcome. How you doing? Good, how am I doing? I'm doing good. Just trying to make some progress here. Which we are. We're basically building the framework to be able to sell our products. QuadFlow, which obviously is the application on my screen. We're going to be selling this. Great. Did you railway up this? And is there anything else that we need to do? Okay, I had the web server check, and he says everything looks good. Here's me deleting all the devices in the database and logging out and logging in twice in a row. Here's the full log. That's not the full log. I see you in another live, Krishna. Okay, so I'm testing now, but I'm not like rebooting the whole app or trying to restart it. I'm literally uh, logging in and then logging out and then logging in again. All right, so for the support system, we need to be able to have different types of support tickets. So one of my applications right now has, bug, feedback, and feature requests, I think, or something like that. I'm not really sure. Why don't you think this through deeply and figure out the different types of tickets that people might want or need? And then we need to make sure we update the support integration prompting that we have in there as well to support this. Not every product needs to have each feature, like inside the product itself when they go, I would think each product designer can decide which of the categories to include. I can't do backflips, not yet. Yeah, we went camping on Saturday. Just for the night. It was a good time. to get out there, enjoy the great outdoors. Why is this so hard? Where'd our music go? Sorry, Ted. Did we see stars? No, but we saw Uranus. Yeah, I watched probably a little more than half of Project Hail Mary. Yeah, no, we saw. I don't know. It was either Uranus or Venus. They were very close in the sky that night. Uranus. Okay, it's working now, guys. It's only using one user device license. I'm using 4.7 right now. Let's see what our usage is at. I'm at 36% right now. It's not bad. Resets at 2 p.m. So if it resets at 2, does that mean it just reset? Wait. I've been live streaming for 2 hours. And we're 3 hours away. Okay, yeah. We're not doing that bad. Alright, cool. I think the login is working. I wonder though. Okay, I want you to check the release script again for the quick sign. I believe we are signing the exe before we package it into the installer and updater. However, I just updated the app itself and the installed exe is not signed anymore, or not signed. Is that a problem with the updater or the installer or both? Okay, I want you to review the support integration MD. It looks like we are saying quad slab with a capital S instead of quads lab with a capital L. Let's go ahead and fix that and fix that anywhere else in the project. Um, yeah.
I also want you to just review that support integration MD and make sure that it's updated with all the different features of the support system. Okay, we're going to be doing a rebranding of QuadCode, and it's going to be called QuadFlow with a capital F now. So I want you to go through the project and update everything from QuadCode to QuadFlow. What's up, Peter? Hopefully that prompt answers your question there. Python, how you doing?
Peter Molinar 3636 pulls the slot machine.
Okay, can you update the account page where people can create and see their support tickets with these new features that we added in terms of like categories and things like that? I guess we do need to have a configuration page, I guess, per product. of what categories are there. Maybe we can have like a few of them on by default, and you can migrate the current products over to have those default categories. Am I releasing the YouTube integration with QuadFlow? I don't think so. So this is kind of what we have, and this is, we still have to test it out. So in our products, QuadFlow, licensing,
At Narrow Pathfinders pulls the slot machine.
we can add different tiers. So the free tier, trial, and pro. Right now, trial and pro, it's all the same, but you can see we can have different features basically, right? Project tool, script, semantic search, terminals, YouTube live. So maybe we'll just take that out, maybe, not sure. Yeah, so we'll have to test this out and make sure like these actual features work or not, like being able to turn them on and off. We haven't really tested that yet. Let's actually save it how it is, and maybe we can test that now. Let's see. Okay, signed in, close this tab, and then YouTube Live. Oh, check that out. YouTube Live is a pro feature. Upgrade your subscription to unlock the YouTube Live and the full QuadCode toolkit. Isn't that interesting? Upgrade 404. No. Let's take a look here. QuadCode, QuadFlow, view product. Okay. Kind of like that, I guess. All right, we need to work on the purchase page, I suppose, of the different products that we have, and like be able to like dynamically create those pages and see the different tiers and also the upgrade pages. So like right now, I'm testing with QuadCode / QuadFlow, and when I'm on the free tier, and I click the upgrade button, it launches a page that just goes to /upgrade. We need to figure out how that would actually work, an upgrade page, and what the URL might actually be, and update the MD integration page that we have inside of the admin panel to be able to tell our agents how to implement the upgrade flow and purchase flows and all that kind of stuff. Okay, can you go ahead and railway up one more time? I made some manual changes. Yeah, so like this feature matrix, this is not just for QuadFlow. It's, you know, the feature of making feature matrix is like for any product basically. So any product that I release, I can have a free tier and a trial or a pro or pro max, whatever we want to create, I suppose. For the MD that we create in the admin panel for the support, we have it where we can copy it. Why don't we just have a button that allows them to download that document? And do the same for the product licensing as well. Go and find that and update it. Make the system kind of match each other. What is this? Quick context question. Yeah, it should be Stripe, and I believe they're the same. Go ahead and just review and make sure it all makes sense. Stripe back checkout is exactly what we want. So people can purchase these products right on the page. I feel like the per product pages should be still separate no matter what. And then maybe we can we can have something where we create these widgets to be able to like copy and paste easily a piece of code into those pages to be able to um, dynamically build them out. We should have already Stripe webhooks set up, but we actually haven't tested any of them or put in our Stripe API keys yet. Right now, Discord is the only way to log in. Yes. I do want an email-based login system, but I don't know if that is in scope for this change yet. Why don't you make an example, but make it on a page for a product that doesn't really exist, that doesn't show up on the web page. So that way my AI agents can go in and see that example and update the other product pages as necessary. All right, I don't see the download buttons. Can you confirm they're there? Maybe I just haven't pushed this to production yet.
Nishant T8I pulls the slot machine.
Nishant, welcome. How you doing? Nice try. Grapes, cherry, orange. Yo, how you doing? Okay, railway up one more time for us. Anthropics teetering stability. Are you getting some API errors over there? So we already have product tiers, of course. Make sure we review that in the admin products module. And make sure like how the pricing is set up, make sure that's intuitive. Like we should just be able to set the pricing per tier. I don't know if we have a way to do that just yet through the admin panel. Okay, I want you to review the QuadCode licensing integration full document. There might be some differences that have changed to implement the integration. So review it and then review our code piece by piece and make sure that our code is fully matching this new spec. If there's anything missing, I want you to make a plan so I can review it. And tell me what's missing and what we need to do. Okay, I want you to review the QuadCode support integration doc. And this doc is going to be the new integration for the reporting of tickets. So on the top right of our toolbar right now, we can report errors and bugs and things, but that's only locally on our machine. We need to update it to use this new support integration system. Okay, we're doing big things right now. These are 3 big reworks. We're literally changing everything from QuadCode to QuadFlow. Okay, I think that might have been a mistake on my part. I removed it from any of the tiers, but we're gonna have like a fifth tier where it's for developers, and that's gonna be like a developer thing. Um, so don't remove it, of course, but I guess if we have a gate and it's not that gate's not open, then we just we lock it down. Okay, we need a way to make a new type of tier that is not purchasable. So we need to make sure that we have a way to mark each tier purchasable or not, and then a way to be able to make sure that we can give unpurchasable tiers, or I guess any tier for free to anybody, like being able to give a license um, to anybody that an admin chooses to. The one tier I am thinking that we need most is a developer tier, where the developer basically gets all of them. So like we need to make sure like all of our products by default when we add one, like that's a tier that's added by default. But still make it so we can select the features individually. %52 now. Yeah, go ahead and do it all. Oh man, these are big ones. These two agents were fighting each other. One's rebranding everything from QuadCode to QuadFlow. All right, we just did a major rebranding on the application itself from QuadCode to QuadFlow. I need you to update the website as well and do the rebranding for it, especially with the product and the API calls, and make sure the database on the products and the licensing is all updated to use QuadFlow. Um,
Okay. We need the websites update and do the rebranding from QuadFlow or QuadCode to QuadFlow.
At Hardhead Hackerhead pulls the slot machine.
All right, so for some reason when I run the application and I go into the Windows volume sound mixer, it shows as the WebView 2 application instead of actually showing the application name.
At Chapu07 pulls the slot machine.
Let's try chap. Oh, I forgot. Let's do this. Okay, great. I'll test that in a little bit here. Um, I wanted to make sure first, though, when I test it, if I set it as pre-release inside of GitHub, will the auto updaters pull those in, or only if they manually download a pre-release? Okay, great. For another test I want to do before I test that as well, right now in we are bundling in a specific version of WebView 2, which is making the package about 200 megabytes. I want to test not bundling that in because I believe Windows has fixed the bug that we were experiencing. So are you able to update it so we can easily remove that and then re-add it if the test doesn't work? Alright, we're making some updates to Abe right now too. Basically, I want to make sure I get my pipeline down, guys. So, like patching and releasing, it's pretty good right now. Like I just run one script, it'll bump the version number appropriately, bundle everything together, sign everything with Quixer, and then push it to GitHub. But there's a couple of things that I want to make sure they're working first, and then we're going to kind of take that code and templatize it and put it into QuadCode and make sure QuadCode can be released the same way. Come, I can't paste anything. Oh, what the heck? Oh, my computer's messing up again. Okay. I'm doing a test on Abe right now, guys, so we're gonna see if this is gonna work. While we're making this last change. Oh, it's already done. Perfect. New subscriber, Samuel. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you. That means we are 10 subscribers away from unlocking the first category for the Quadathon.
Samuel Ori just subscribed.
There he is, Samuel. Welcome to the lab. Alright, building QuadFlow for the first time. About to run it. There it is, QuadFlow, top left.
Someone just subscribed.
Hey, new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, Samuel, I called your name because it said you subscribed. I hope this rebranding wasn't a bad idea. I think I lost all my settings. Okay, I'm not sure if it was this agent or another agent that did the work specifically around the logging in. Like, um, when running it using npm dev, I want it to authenticate with the actual server, so that way I can kind of test things all the way through. Also, I think having like a dev backdoor is a bad idea, because that will allow just another way to for people to kind of crack the system. Before I start ripping it out, 2 things to confirm. Let it rip. Yeah, if that's the only fix, let's do it. Alright, looks like we might be back to normal a little bit. Oh, there's a bell sound? And there's all these settings I didn't even know about. Well, I knew about them, I just never checked them. Looking good, Quad, keep it up. What's up, Bridgemine? That doesn't work. I already had the sound on for both, but it doesn't actually work. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, test subject. Can't submit anything. Loading ticket types. Alright, when trying to submit a new ticket, it just says loading ticket types and never seems to finish loading. Can you double check the implementation? some reason I can't switch my project. There we go. Okay, let's try this. Test subject and test details. Urgent. Submit. Body error decoding response. Why can't I switch? Alright, QuadCode got corrupted somehow. That project. Maybe it has something to do with the rebranding. Because I rebranded while still using? Alright guys. Man, we made some good progress though today. Can I close this semantic search while it's still doing that? Looks like it's working up there. What if I switch? Yes, I can. Good. Good progress, yeah. I want to finish this up though for Abe, this the CI/CD process. Because I need to finish that for Abe, and then I gotta start moving that over to QuadCode and all the products. Okay, I want you to review the report an issue feature. Right now, whenever I try to submit an issue, I get this error.
Signing a exe remotely. Quickstart.dev. What is going on? Why is it doing this? Alright, cool. There's our support ticket system. Check it out from the web. So, me as a user can go to my support and see there. Okay, they're great. What if I do this? Hey. Maybe it updates whenever it opens. Yep, there it is. And then, as an admin, let's see what that looks like. Great, so one support ticket, urgent. There it is, hey, 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 hey. And then we could say internal note, internal note. In progress, there's the support saying, hey. Nice, I like that. I like it a lot. Assignee, unassigned, urgent. Can we change this to? Do they get to see the urgency? No, they don't. Not at least not in here, but in the web I think they did. Urgent. Okay, and then if we change it to low, I think it auto saved. Now it disappeared. Normal. Other, no. High. Okay, high shows. Alright, it doesn't look too bad, I don't think. Flashbang. Alright, the user can close it. Ticket closed by user. Reopen. Ticket closed, reopened. Let's change it to closed here. Reopen. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to figure out a process for that. Like, can they keep reopening tickets? That's gonna be annoying if they do. Well, if people want to be annoying, they'll probably just get banned. I'll refund their money and ban them. That sounds appropriate, right guys? What do you think?
They don't pay to be annoying. They pay to use the product. We'll play that one by ear. We won't say that we'll do it any specific way, but overall I think it looks good. It's a good start. I like it. To the gulag. Alright, cool. We're at 3 minutes, or 3 hours, 20 minutes almost. I think we're gonna call it here, guys. Oh wait, hold on. I said I wanted to do this. Let's just see if Claude has an answer for us real quick. Real fix this time. Gave up trying to outsmart cargo and used Tori's native hook instead. Okay, great. Let's try this one last time. Then we'll end the stream. No quick sign failed. Alright. Alright guys, we're gonna end it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the Discord. I'll see you on the next one.